Pregame.com.
NFL Sunday action. We're going to take a look. Cleveland Browns, San Francisco 49ers. I'm Marco D'Angelo. I'm joined with Vegas Runner. This is your best bet.
It really is.
You've been knocking it out of the park with the best bets. We both hit a little speed bump last week.
Yeah. I crossed over to college. I was doing it in the NFL. You know, hot, staying. I was a 3-1 on best bets. I had like pushes along the way, but I was staying in the NFL, staying hot. I crossed over to college, went with the Jayhawks of all teams, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Next thing I know, I'm 3-2. So it's time to get the 4-2 on best bets and get back up over that 65%.
Get back to the dance with who brought you.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Here it is. It's you, NFL.
And I made a big error, a square error here. I misjudged the line. This line opened 8.5, and immediate money pushed it to 9.5. And me trying to be sharper than everyone else, sat back and said, I'm going to wait till 10, and then I'm going to drop a bomb on this game. A lot of sharps out there said that's not going to happen because we're about to get, join your party. Yeah. And they're getting on the Cleveland Browns as well. It's at 9 now. It's going to drop. I love Cleveland in this spot. I really, really do. Bottom line is this. You got a San Fran team that is 5-1, has already wrapped up the division, but now you're asking them to lay almost double digits, okay? This is a team that's only been favored 2 times all season, 2 times. And they're playing a Browns team that have opened as a dog only once all season. And now San Fran, coming off a bye, is going to give this team almost double digits? That to me is ridiculous. When Cantor put out their lines for the season, this line was 3, okay? I know San Fran's having a better year than expected, but Cleveland's playing better probably than expected too at 3-3.
3-3 is where
respectable for them.
If you would have said 3-3, through 6 games, they would be. I think most Cleveland fans would be
happy. Exactly. So to now push the line almost a touchdown higher, to me, it's not justified, Marco, especially coming off a bye. Here's San Fran going in, chest pumping, okay? And the new NFL collective bargaining agreement has been the worst thing for teams on the bye. They get 5 days off. That's their new deal. They have to get 5 days off. That's totally thrown teams off. And you see, this year, you really don't want to back too many teams coming off a bye. In years past, that may have been an advantage. Teams get healthy, extra time to practice. You pick your spots on a team that went into the bye cold, bet them coming out, or you fade a team, that went in hot like San Fran and now it gets that break. But I think that the collective bargaining agreement has been a negative for teams coming off a bye. I love Cleveland, who won ugly last week. That's one of your things. Yep. You win ugly as 6-3 against Seattle, and now nobody wants to touch them. San Fran's not only going to be bet by everybody, they're going to get teased by everybody. Teased like crazy. Go ahead, tease it. Cleveland may spoil this party.
I can't, I agree with you. San Francisco, this is a momentum stopper going into the bye. Even, that's been an adage of mine with the NFL buys, especially the buys that come earlier in the season, because the bye is not later, and the teams that get the buys later, it's more of an advantage because you're more banged up.
Yeah,
you need that. Your body needs that recouping. Earlier in the season, we're not even to the halfway point yet. Your body's got some minor dings in that, but you're not beat up like you are later in the season.
It's just slowing up momentum.
That's exactly it. And this team couldn't have any more momentum. Now, the only thing I will say gives me a little bit of pause is because we don't have any history with Jim Harbaugh
exactly.
as the coach. That's the only intangible.
I agree.
But everything that we've ever been taught or learned in this business tells us
to fade
this is a bad spot for San Francisco. He's going to have a hard time getting this team to come back up. Plus, the flip side of it, scoring the 3 points or 6-3 game last week against Seattle. Nobody wants Cleveland.
No.
And in the NFL, when nobody wants one side, that's
that's when you want to start looking at them, because anything can happen any given Sunday. Look at what Jacksonville did to Baltimore on Monday night.
Absolutely.
Anybody could beat anybody. This team's only lost by more than 10 points one time all season to Tennessee.
Right.
You know, they don't get blown out. They've been favored in all but one game. They opened up as the favorite. I mean, more importantly, Cleveland is set up perfectly to create problems from San Fran. Here's why. All they have to do is stack the box and stop Gore. They're the number 2 pass defense in football, the Cleveland Browns. So they're going to force Alex Smith to try to beat them. Alex Smith by double digits? I don't think so, Marco. Not when you stack the box and slow down Frank Gore. I really think you're getting a ton of value on this team.
And the defense, since they've come back from the break, Cleveland, they had their bye week 2 weeks ago. Their defense has played well. Seattle 3 points last week. But you look the week before against Oakland, they lost the game 24-17. 101-yard kickoff return in that game and a fake field goal for a touchdown. The defense only gave up 10 points in that game. So they gave
Raiders.
So they gave up 10 points to the Raiders when the Raiders were playing well, 3 points to Seattle. And they're playing a team, San Francisco.
They're a very undervalued team. You have San Fran, final point, they're 5-0-1 against the spread. 6-0 if you got the 3.5 against Dallas. Okay? Their against the spread margin is plus 82. When the season ends, most teams are within 6 points of the point spread, with the margin of above or below.
Just elaborate for a second for the viewers what you're talking about.
What I'm talking about is this. When a team is -7 for the game and they win the game by 14, that ATS margin for that week is plus 7. Exactly. San Fran's plus 82 against the spread in 6 games. Right. They've beaten the bookmaker that badly, San Fran. Cleveland, minus 31.5. They're 1-4-1 against the spread. You have 2 teams at the opposite end of the spectrum. When that's the case, the odds makers inflate the price. This is as inflated of a price as you're going to get. This line should be no higher than 7.5. 7 even, I'd say. But I'll say 7.5. And that's why you're seeing sharp money who did a little head fake and said, let's just do a little fake. Let's throw the feint. Let's get the books terrified. Let's toss some small money on San Fran. Let them think, oh my God, not only is the public going to nail us with it, the sharps are on it too. Let's get this line up to 9.5. Square shops, let's get it to 10. And then what happened? Time to call that buy order out and unload on Cleveland. That's why this line's dropping. I love Cleveland. It'll be 4-2 on best bets after Sunday.
All right, guys.
It'll be on my card. The only reason it hasn't been, I'll tell you now, this will be a premium play. I'll give it out to you right here. The only reason it hasn't been is because I was waiting for 10. And obviously, I'm not going to get it.
Yeah, not after you just shut your mouth off.
Good luck. Good luck getting 10. Good luck getting 10.
Everybody, okay. Well, you can blame him for not getting 10. I agree with you. I like Cleveland plus the points in this game, too. Now, we've got a new thing at pregame real quick. We're going to have a forum thread. It's the super thread. It'll have all the videos in it. And you can go in and comment, ask questions, talk to us about the videos. And
yeah, we go in and answer. Not only that, we post the notes, most of the handicapping angles that we looked at for these games on why, we like a certain team. So not only do you get it in video, but you'll see some of the main points out there as well.
Is there going to be any shots of you with those magic brownies while you were doing the handicapping on this one?
From your local dispensary.
Okay. All right. He's Vegas Runner. I'm Marco D'Angelo. That's going to wrap up the videos with Vegas Runner this week. I'll be back. We're going to be doing videos with Steven Nover in the NFL, and I'll be doing some videos with Brian Leonard this week as well. So be sure to check all those out. And, of course, my normal videos with RJ where we look at the primetime games. So have a good week. Best of luck. Thanks for watching.